Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to discuss one of the important topics of class 10, that is polynomials. We will have a brief introduction and the revision from your previous class 9th standard, and we'll continue with the concept. So in class 9 you read about polynomials in one variable and their degrees. So first of all, you should know what does polynomial include. Polynomial ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಏನು ಇರ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. So general form of polynomial in one variable we write like this: ax plus b is a polynomial. So here x is a variable, x ಏನಿದು variable ಆಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ, and a and b are constants, and a is also known as coefficient of x. A is known as the coefficient of x. And what we can write, b is also coefficient. We can write b as the coefficient of x raised to the power 0. So both a and b are coefficients. A is coefficient of x. A ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ coefficient of x ನ coefficient ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ b ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ x raised to the power 0. So we all know that from the laws of exponents, a raised to the power 0 equal to 1. So when you multiply b with x raised to the power 0, and it results in b into 1, nothing but b, and there is no change in the value. b ಅನ್ನ x raised to 0 ಜೊತೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. Why? Because x raised to the power 0 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ x to the power 0 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು 1 ಆಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ. b into 1, again you will get b only. So a and b are coefficients of respective variable. Here respective variable is x raised to the power 1 and x raised to the power 0. Are you all understanding this? So this is what polynomial mean, and that is polynomial in one variable, that is x. So there are other kinds of polynomials where you may get polynomial in two variables, x and y. Okay, next. So degree, what do you mean by degree? Degree is the highest power of x in p of x. So what does this mean? Okay, let us consider that. What is degree of a polynomial? As I said, degree of a polynomial means the highest power of x. If it is variable, if the variable is x, you have to say highest power of x. If the variable is y, you have to say highest power of y in p of x. If your p of x is ax plus b, this is your this is your polynomial x equal to x plus b, and here variable is x and its highest power is 1. So your polynomial may be 3x square plus 5x plus 2. Here variable is again x only, the highest power is 2, and it becomes its degree of 2 becomes the degree of polynomial x. So what do you understand? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಆ ಪಾಲಿನಾಮಿಯಲ್ನ ಅತಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಘಾತ ಅಥವಾ ಪವರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಅದೇನಾದರೂ 3x³ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 2x² ಪ್ಲಸ್ 5x ಪ್ಲಸ್ 2 ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಡಿಗ್ರಿ 3 ಆಕೈತಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪವರ್ ನೋಡಬೇಕು, ಅತಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪವರ್ ಯಾವ್ದೈತಿ ನೋಡಬೇಕು, ಅದೇನಾಕೈತಿ ಆ ಪಾಲಿನಾಮಿಯಲ್ನ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. Okay, next. So polynomial based on degree we can divide, or we can classify. Based on degree we can classify the polynomials into majorly 3. First, linear polynomial. So linear polynomial ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿರ್ತೈತಿ, a power highest power ಏನಿರ್ತೈತಿ ಆ ಪಾಲಿನಾಮಿಲ್ದು 1 ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. The degree of polynomial, if the degree of a polynomial is 1, and we call it as linear polynomial. And second one, quadratic polynomial. Quadratic ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ, the highest power ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ 2 ಆಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ. and the degree of that polynomial is 2. If the degree of the polynomial p of x is 2, and we call it as a quadratic polynomial. And say for example, if the degree of a polynomial is 3, if the degree of the polynomial is degree of a polynomial is 3, and we call it as cubic polynomial. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, cubic polynomial ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So what all we have discussed, okay, we'll have a brief revision now. So polynomial includes constants and variables. So these constants are known as coefficients, and the variable and whose value is not fixed. First of all, you should know what is variable. So when you consider x, y, z or a, b, c, their values are not fixed. According to the scenario, according to the equation, it changes. So we call them as variables. Whereas these a and b are constant. Constants means here it includes numbers. So the value of number doesn't change. It will be constant. So they are called as constants. So this is what you should know. And next thing, coefficients you know, variable you know, and power you should know. A degree of a polynomial is being determined by the highest power of that equation or polynomial. So what is degree of a polynomial? It is the highest power. It is the highest power of a polynomial p of x. Okay, then we'll move forward. So we know the three types or the three